Little bit of deja vu here. It feels like we were talking about a fight with Douglas Lima with my next guest a few months ago, but now here we are. The fight has been rescheduled, October 29th, Bellator 250. Happy to welcome back Gegard Mousasi on the program. Gegard, how's it going, man?
Good. Thanks for having me.
No, it's always great catching up with you. So obviously, you know, we were getting ready for the fight with Lima. They moved it because of COVID-19. What happened in Amsterdam with you, like, you know, back home in terms of, you know, the lockdown and all that? Were you able to train or was everything shut down for you?
Well, it was shut down but I have my own gym. But we took the virus also seriously, so we didn't really train when they shut down for good the first time. So, but by then I knew the fight wouldn't happen. I had a feeling like with this going on, they're not gonna let me fight. So I knew it. So I stopped training, and then once they gave me okay, I started training again.
When did you get that okay? Because I know they started putting on events a few months back, but I'm sure they gave you plenty of notice, I would think.
Oh, they kept rescheduling. So first they said August, and then September, and then eventually October. So it moved a lot, the dates. Yeah, not a great time.
Well, yeah, no, it's been a crazy year for everyone. So, you know, you can't train. Obviously, you mentioned you could train a little bit at home because you have like the home gym. But you know, what are you doing? Are you playing a lot of video games? What are you doing to keep yourself occupied? Because I know you're a guy who likes to, you know, be in the gym and keep focused.
Well, there's not much, to be honest. I had my knee was hurting, so I was insecure. I thought, well, it was the same year I had ACL surgery on, so it was making weird noises. So, and then I didn't have a fight, and then it was rescheduled, and then so not a good time, to be honest. It was, yeah, but now I'm back on track. I have a goal, and I have a fight. So yeah, hopefully it goes through. You still don't know. If someone tests positive, they're gonna cancel the fight.
Yeah,
Even if a cornerman tests positive, I hear they're gonna cancel the fight. So I'm checking everybody. I have my own test. I can test myself. You have those speedy tests now. My friend is a dentist, so he got me those tests. In 15 minutes, you have results, and then so hopefully we stay healthy and the fight continues.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because it's been more than a year since you last fought. I was at your last fight when you fought Machida. I know you want to get in there. Did you or your management talk to Bellator and say, hey, look, if for some reason Lima can't go, is there like a backup in place? Is that something you talked to them about?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not getting any younger. So this COVID thing didn't came in a good time, but I think everybody has difficulty with it.
When did you actually get back to training like regularly? Like you said, you thought the fight was going to happen at a certain point and they kept moving it around. When were you actually in the gym and getting like adequate training?
All the time, because every time they said a month later, or maybe a month later, they said maybe you're going to fight in France. So I always kept busy thinking anytime soon, but eventually it became 29 October.
Okay, gotcha. So would you say maybe like July, August, you were really back in there? Because I know there's a gap between basically your fight in May. I'm sure you were training up till then. And then obviously there's probably a few months in there.
July, from June, July, I was training.
Okay,
June,
great.
July, August, yeah.
Excellent. And then I know Costello, your good friend, he had his fight recently, and I found this out that he fought with an injured shoulder and still got the win. Were you getting to work with him at all leading up to that fight?
Yeah, I worked a little bit with him. He didn't tell his coaches even that he was injured, so because he was afraid that they would cancel. So, not very smart of him.
Did you give him crap for it after?
No, he went straight to Spain with his girlfriend.
Okay, fair enough. So you didn't have a chance to roast him.
I think he's in love.
Yeah, he's it's pretty
serious. I don't know. Seems so.
That's good.
It's good. It's good for him. Let him enjoy.
No, 100%. Not going to knock that. Douglas Lima, we talked about the style matchup last time. Let's revisit it again. I mean, obviously, he's got great stand-up. You've got really good stand-up as well, too. Yeah. In terms of the style matchup, how do you feel like you match up against him?
I think I'm really a bad matchup for him because I feel I'm better at the stand-up. I have the speed. I feel I have the range. I have the reach. I'm sorry. I feel technically I'm better. So, and then coming to wrestling, ground, I have also the advantage. So, I don't know. I feel, I think it's a bad fight for him. But never underestimate him. I have a lot of respect for him. Um, he he's dangerous. He can knock you out with one good punch. So I think that's the only way he can win from me, to be honest.
And do you feel like, you fought at like heavyweight before, middleweight sort of your home, but Douglas has fought primarily at welterweight. I know you guys are kind of similar physically, but, do you feel like having fought bigger guys, that's an advantage for you as opposed to him who's fought guys that have been at 170 for most of his career?
I fought heavyweight. I fought vacant.
That's right. Oh, yes. Even higher than that. Yes. So it even goes more towards the argument I was making there.
He's a big welterweight. I measured him. He's a big welterweight. So maybe a couple pounds weight difference, maybe 5 pounds. I don't think you're going to win a fight with 5 pounds difference. And he had a whole year to gain and put some weight on, get used to that weight. So that's not going to be a decided factor. But I'm pretty sure he knows I'm going to try to take him down because I will have advantage there. So that's then the weight, the size can be an issue. But I think he worked a lot on his takedown defense.
Yes, no, for sure. Training camp. Who are some of your training partners that are helping you get ready for this fight?
Very small group. Gokhan, Ricardo, my good friend Abdullah. I train with some other guys, Peter, Rainier. They were one FC. They're fighting soon, also the same date actually. Costello I train with, but now the group is very small. So I train with 4 guys, maybe 4 or 5 guys.
I've talked to a lot of fighters and they say they like that because it's more specialized. Do you find it's better than working with, say, a bigger group of people?
Well, I cannot go to do my, let's say, kickboxing trainings. I train at my own gym. So on that area, I come short because my friends are more of, MMA guys. So, but I need more mainly stand up for Douglas Lima. But I have the technique. It's not going to go anywhere.
No, for sure. And you have a lot of experience. You have a lot more experience than Douglas does in terms of MMA fights and even your kickboxing as well, which is going to be interesting in this one. I got to ask, how's the weight cut going? Because I'm sure when you were in quarantine, I know you like to eat a little bit. Did you gain a lot of weight?
Yeah, I gained a lot. It was 100 plus.
Okay. Oh, wow. Kilos, right? Yeah.
Yeah, kilos was 220, something, I think more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. More than on 220. I don't know. This kind of time it came off a little bit more difficult, especially because I hadn't fought for a year. I just gained weight, but I'm at weight now. I have to be careful these last 2 weeks. I always hate dieting, so nothing different, same as usual.
Right.
I'm gonna make weight.
No, you've never missed weight. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
My friend Gokhan, Ricardo, and my brother. And then no one else is allowed. So usually you can have 2 people with COVID. So my manager and no one can come. So I'm with 3 people this time.
Interesting. How's the fight playing out on the 29th? How do you envision the fight unfolding?
I don't know. To be honest,
I like the honesty though.
I think I will put. I'm very confident. And you will see. I think.
Okay. No, fair, don't want to give away the game plan. I understand.
No, it's okay. He knows. I'm gonna try to take him down. I even heard his coaches saying he will try to take that. I would try to take him down. So they know. Maybe they're gonna surprise me by taking me down. So that's also a possibility. But I'm not gonna look for the takedowns. I feel I can fight stand up easily. Not get hit. If I keep the range, the distance I'm not gonna be in any danger. I feel. So it depends on me if how aggressive I'm gonna be in the fight. But that's something I have to feel in the fight.
We mentioned, obviously Bellator coming back. A pretty big deal. They're going to be on CBS Sportsnet. It's going to be on Thursday nights. Do you like fighting on a Thursday? Is that something that adds a little bit more to this fight, or you don't care what day of the week it is?
Yeah, it's better. Then I'm home in the weekend. So then I fly Friday and then Saturday I'm home. So I don't mind.
Yeah,
And
plenty of time
then
to party.
the good thing is they're gonna work with Showtime and maybe down the line a boxing fight. I'm open to it.
You're open to boxing. Interesting. Okay.
I'm open to it. I don't know if they're gonna give it to me, but
Have you talked to Scott Coker about it?
No, I'm gonna talk to him about it after my fight. But I think if I have a great performance, then there can be those conversations. But first, I have to put a beating on Douglas Lima. Just kidding. I have to win impressively. Let's say.
you can say beating, Doug. You're a respectful guy. I don't think that matters.
Yeah.
And that, you mentioned Showtime. Like that would be sort of going back to your roots. When you fought in Strikeforce. Like, is that kind of cool for you? That's one step closer to kind of going full circle in your career? Because I know you fought a lot in Japan, but I think you really made a mark with the North American fans when you fought for Strikeforce.
Yeah, Showtime was great. I think Showtime I know from always back then by boxing. So it has always a good value of brands, let's say. So it's nice to go back, and especially with back then with Strikeforce. So I had good experience. It felt we were reaching a lot of audience. So I think it's a good thing. CBS, Showtime, that's huge.
Without looking past Douglas here, if you do win the title again, is John Salter next? Is there a bit of revenge there because he beat your teammate Costello, or do you sort of have an idea of who you think the winner of this fight could face?
John Salter is next, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm trying to think of who's ranked pretty high at middleweight.
I think he's the number one guy. John Salter is a pretty nice guy. I heard he wants to fight for the belt for a long time. I think he deserves it. He's up there. Who's there? I don't know. Yeah, if they give me the fight as soon as possible, I take it.
Okay. And any interest going up to light heavyweight after this, or consider it maybe being a double champ? They have a new champion now with Nemkov. I don't know if you saw that fight. He knocked out Ryan Bader.
100%. It depends only on timing. If they give me as soon as possible, for me, double champ and that.
Okay, I like your thinking.
Let me first. I have to win Douglas Lima, and then I can dream big, because first I have to be a middleweight champion to go up to a light heavyweight. So it's just setting goals. So at this moment, just Douglas Lima, and then I'm gonna think about the light heavyweight.
Did you watch Israel Adesanya's fight against Paulo Costa a few weeks ago?
Yeah. I was pretty sure that's the way the fight would go. I think Israel is too technical, and the other guy is just strength.
Yeah,
you cannot bulldozer everybody,
Well, and what did you think of after the fight? I mean, or even during the fight, there was Adesanya sort of doing some of those antics, like he was riding on Costa's back and everything. Do you find that funny, or do you think it was disrespectful?
No, that's just stupid. He's a little bit cocky. I don't. That's why some people don't like him, maybe.
Right. No, but, for sure. It gets people talking, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just disrespectful. I mean, you already beat the guy, and then to do that, people are different. I don't know. I wouldn't do that, but
no. And you mentioned before in the past, if you guys were to ever fight, you and Adesanya, you like the matchup because you said you've trained with some guys that have beat him. You would feel pretty confident in the style matchup if you two were ever to fight, right?
I would love to fight him, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I don't think it's gonna ever happen because Bellator is in UFC. So just even talking about it doesn't make any sense, to be honest.
You're going to retire with Bellator if you retire from MMA, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Did you see Chris Weidman's fight coming back down to middleweight against Akhmedov a few months ago? Did you see that fight?
Yeah, I thought he would have a little bit easier time with him, but he had a difficult fight. I think Weidman is not the same as he was, so he needs a couple of easier opponents to beat. Not easy. He didn't have an easy fight, but I feel like he needs to build himself up. So I wouldn't go and fight Luke Rockhold next, let's say.
I would love to see that rematch. I think that would make a lot because both guys.
I think that's too soon for Weidman. I think he really needs to rebuild a lot longer because he didn't look that great, to be honest, against the opponent that everyone thought, okay, that one should be easier work for him.
What did you think of his comments, though? I know a lot of fighters are confident, right? No matter what, whenever they come off a win, but he's saying he's a bad matchup for Adesanya. Like I didn't, I think most people felt like he beat Akhmedov, but it wasn't impressive, like you mentioned there. What do you think of him saying he's a bad matchup for Adesanya? Because I think a lot of people are like, you're not there yet at this point.
Oh, I think he will do very badly in that fight, especially if you come of impressive wins, you can say those stuff. But lately he hasn't done very well. So to say those stuff, I can understand people saying he's over his head.
All right, last question before we let you go. What video games are you playing right now? Are you still big on the FIFA soccer, or are you playing anything different?
Yeah, I just got the FIFA 21. And
you winning any money now? I know you lost a bunch when you were betting with your friends. You were telling me.
No, I got better. I'm winning now. I won 2,000, but it doesn't pay me. So and the new Call of Duty. Yeah. I don't play that much anymore. Okay. I'm too old, bro. I just FIFA with friends when they come around.
Gotcha. Gegard, thanks so much for the time as always. Really appreciate it. Anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any social media you want to plug?
I want to thank myself to being so good at MMA. No, just nobody. Thank you. Yeah, I would thank. I appreciate my coaches, my trainers, my friends that helped me out. So it wouldn't be possible without them. And my mother, who's sitting here, my mother, is everything. So that I would say, yeah.